Welcome to My Business Matters, the Michigan Chamber podcast.
Hello, I'm Jim Holcomb, President and CEO of the Michigan Chamber, and today's podcast host. We're going to get an update on our state's biggest city, Detroit, a city that's been through its share of ups and downs, but it's now seeing a tremendous resurgence. A thriving downtown, exciting and unique food scene, stronger neighborhoods, and the Lions are actually winning football games. It's all working together to create excitement and draw visitors from around the state and country. Who better to share the latest news and happenings than Detroit's Mayor, Mike Duggan. Mayor Duggan, welcome.
Well, thank you, Jim.
It's good to hear from you. I appreciate you taking time with us this morning. You know, as I thought about it over the Thanksgiving holiday, the city looked great. You had the parade, you had the Lions. We won't worry about the score there. But the city is really just showing so well lately, and wanted your perspective and outlook on what you see going forward for Detroit.
Well, I've made a tradition of, in the Thanksgiving Day parade, driving the Grand Marshal. I'm just not somebody who wants to sit in the back of a car and wave at people. And so Lomas Brown, the great Lions offensive lineman, was a Grand Marshal, and I drove him, and I've never seen such energy. I mean, all through the parade route, people were screaming, yelling between having a beautiful day in Detroit and a great parade and the excitement for the Lions. It's just a really good time in the city.
Yeah, no, it's a lot of energy, a lot of excitement. No matter where I go, Detroit seems to be at the center of a lot of conversations where people, always commenting, have you been to Detroit lately? A lot of people going down, whether you're going to a theater, whether you're going to show one of our great sports teams. Detroit is really stepped up, and it doesn't seem to be that you can go a day in the news without seeing an announcement about somebody breaking ground on a new project in Detroit. How's development going there?
Yeah, well, you're right. There's more cranes than there's been here in probably since the Great Depression. And there's times my wife will laugh at me. I'm driving on the freeway. I see a new crane. I have to get off the freeway to see what is going on there. It's a far cry from the days when a Coney Island would open and everybody would stop to celebrate. But we had one of the most interesting ones on Monday where Bill Ford is bringing the Ford Motor Company down to the train station where they're going to design their electric and autonomous vehicles of the year. We just opened on the adjacent street, 14th Street, the first public wireless underground charging street in America.
Oh, wow.
There's actually an inductive charging system under the street. So if you have an electric vehicle, you have a receiver on it, your car actually charges as you drive on the street or as you park on the street. And so it encourages all the innovators in the mobility space to know that you can come here and start up your company and have the first public charging street to try out your new products on, and that's become a big deal for us.
Yeah, that's really exciting because once again, it's not only the state of Michigan, it's the city of Detroit driving innovation and really bringing the automotive sector into the next decade. Mayor Duggan, got a few minutes left here and really want to talk about how you see 2024 unfolding. What's exciting, what's on tap for Detroit, and what should people be excited about looking forward?
Well, maybe the biggest thing that's happened in the city is going to happen in 2 weeks, and that's the University of Michigan breaking ground on a new grad school in Detroit. U of M was founded in 1817 in Detroit, and it left for Ann Arbor in 1837, so it took a while. But we're getting them to come back home, and with the developer Stephen Ross, who made a very generous $100 million gift, they are going to build a grad school on Grand River that is going to have classes in mobility, engineering, software technology, robotics, the jobs of the future, and we're going to expect to attract the top undergrads from across the country to come here, and I think it's going to support the businesses of the future coming to Detroit for years and years to come. So I'm really excited about that.
Yeah, not just, you make a great point there about attracting the young people. You're developing a great, vibrant city. And then when you have the educational opportunities, you have the cultural, you have the athletic venues all wrapped into that. That seems to be where the younger generation wants to be. They want to walk to an event, they want to walk to a restaurant, and they want to live, work, and play all wrapped up in one big city.
Well, and I say that, Michigan's biggest export has not been automobiles. It's been our young people. And we haven't found a way to change that. But if there is one place in the state where the young people are coming back in big numbers, it's the city of Detroit. And you're right. They want a different kind of experience than you and I might have grown up looking for. You know, on our 16th birthday, we were at the Secretary of State's office getting our driver's license. These kids, you got 20, 21 years old, and they haven't bothered yet. But we need to give them the opportunity. And this generation is so interesting. They're very much into doing good and making a difference. And the city of Detroit is a place where it's big enough to matter, but it's small enough that you could matter in what you're doing in the city.
Well, Mayor Duggan, thanks so much for your time. Detroit is certainly an integral part of our state's past, present, and most importantly, our future. It's a perfect example of the heart, the grit, the determination, and innovation that Michigan is known for. Please also tune into our next episode and subscribe or like our podcast for easy notifications. Until then, take a trip to Detroit. You'll be glad you did.